Hello, I'm Volker from RubberQuads. I suck at YouTube, but you suck at tuning. Let's fix this. Welcome to Beyond PD Balance. This is the first part of a video series about tuning Betaflight drones. This is an introduction, so I just gonna talk about what I'm gonna talk about in the follow-up videos, which I gonna link in the description once they are done. It will take a couple of weeks or months to finish all this. I have everything outlined, so I'll talk you through what you can expect in the upcoming videos. First of all, I am an engineer. I'm tuning drones for 4 years now. I've done most of everything from 65 millimeter whoops up to cine lifters and even an 18-inch that I built for fun. I attended a senior high school for robotics engineering and studied information technologies, which is computer science in university. I'm flying quads since 2019 and did 3D helis before, but I suck at LOS flying, so I ended up being more afraid of them than flying them. What is RubberQuads? We are a small shop dedicated to bring stuff that is not available on the market to you, with our primary focus being on bind and flies that are properly tuned and fly way more better than what's available. So what do you need to follow this video series? You need a drone to tune with a solid mechanical build. Means stiff arms, a soft mounted stack on rubber gummies with no dangling cables. Cables are allowed to touch if they are pinched between the FC and the ESC and it can't move. That's not a problem. If they can move, then it might be a problem. You need proper capacitance on it to avoid electrical noise from your ASCs, making it in the gyro signal. No wiggly antennas. I've seen like almost 50% of mechanical problems on quads are antennas resonating at pretty low frequencies where it really gets to be a problem. And yeah, lock tight your screws. If you don't, they might come loose and they might become a problem. Then you need a tuning lock. So assuming you have a solid rig that is able to fly, you need to do a tuning log to get data that we can work with. You will need throttle ramps, just slowly up, slowly down, or slowly up and cut it if you get afraid to getting too high to judge the general filtering. You need a couple of snap moves on pitch and roll, maybe on jaw as well if you have problems over there. Especially underpowered rigs suffer from poor jaw authority. And then you need prop wash moves. Those are two different kinds of prop wash moves. This is either being high on the throttle, which is basically like a race turn, and going up on the throttle slowly while in prop wash to judge how fast and how willing your dynamic D is coming up. So you do a dive or do a slow looping and you come down, you set your rig horizontal when you're going vertical down and slowly raise the throttle so we see at which point D raises up. And then just do your normal flying, finish the pack, and that's a great way to start. And after that, you should have basic mathematical skills. So you should understand derivatives and integrals. You don't need to know every derivative by heart, but you have to understand what they are doing. And you should be able to differentiate between logarithmic and linear and polynomial and exponential relations. If you can do this, you probably can go right to the next video once it's done, which will be Filters 101, where we'll go over what filtering is available in Betaflight, what impact it has on bit controller delay and system delay. Next video will be about the Betaflight Black Box Explorer. So you find your ropes and how to navigate through, get information out of the data. Once we have the basics covered, we can jump into what the whole tuning is all about. It is about getting to set point, and I will explain this in a video, set point and how to get there, aka fight the error. Then we'll cover the basic mechanics of a PID controller. In our case, it's a PID and feed-forward controller. This is very important. I will cover PD balance, which is overestimated by most because the basic PD balance setting in Betaflight is like 80 to 90% right for most of the quads. So PD balance is just the basic for a good tune. Filters and PD balance, and then you start tuning. Then once this is done, most people just ramp up master multiplier. And this is a good thing to do, but this is where you see where the trouble is starting. So I will cover this in a video, how to ramp up and not just ramp back when you run into a problem, but to understand what problems you're going to run in once you run higher gains. We'll do another video, maybe do this earlier, this tuning versus fixing. And once I cover the basic topics, we'll come to the interesting stuff, which will be pitch sliders, where one is not one, avoiding motor saturation. So you get to understand the limits, the mechanical limits of your rig. Then one video will be about throttle specific tuning parameters, which is TPA, which is TDA, thrust linear, boost, which just avoid like hell, sag compensation, and dynamic idle, which is very important to open up authority on the lower end of the throttle. The next one will be I-term modifiers, which is mostly relax and anti-gravity in part. And then I'll do a single video just about tuning cine lifters for freestyle, of course. So once I got everything covered, all of those videos will be in the 5 to 10 minute range to keep it short. And if I forgot anything that you would like to see covered, please leave a comment. See you later, and may the trust be with you.